Are you people here? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are we live?
Are we live? What's going on, people? Is it the best show in the world? It could be. Happy October. Happy October.
There it is. There it is. There. Oh man, are you ready? Whoa.
It seems I'm cursed with always playing a midnight show. It's midnight right now in Des Moines, Iowa. I always intend to be earlier. I'm like, man, I'm going to play extra early tonight, and then I'm just here at midnight every single time. And that's fine. We're the midnight show. We're always late. We're always great. What are you guys up to? You up to some spooky nonsense or what? Do it. Oh, man. You guys got some dirty deeds or what? What's up, Colton? Jaron? Catch in Alaska? What's up, Kaz? Hey, everyone. We're gathering around.
There it is. There it is. There it is. And they're done their game. There it is. There it is.
All right, guys, we're going to get into it. Who's here?
There it is.
Another late night, I guess. That's the curse I have. It's great, though. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Another late night show.
The best show in the world. Who's ready for it? Are you ready for it? Double tap the screen. It's just past midnight here in Des Moines, Iowa, live from the 515. Live streams from the Field of Dreams. Who's ready? We're on a sub rally. We're getting closer and closer to 20,000. We ended last stream just about at 19,300. Yes, just about. Just short, so can we get this show to at least 19,500 tonight? What if we just go straight to 20? Who knows? The show grows and goes and goes. The biggest and best show in the world. Welcome to the 515, Des Moines, Iowa, people. Are you guys ready to live your dreams? Are you ready to change the music world?
Oh yes, we're leading the way to change the world forever. Do you guys want to change the world? Thumb up the video. Oh man, dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap now, dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap, oh dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap now, dirty deeds.
Here we go.
Dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds. Done dirt cheap, oh dirty deeds. Dirty deeds. Dirty deeds, and they're done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, and they're done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, and they're cheap now. Dirty deeds, and they're done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, and they're done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, and they're done dirt. Dirty deeds.
All right. People, are you here yet? Let me check something. Let me make sure I can hear you. Can I hear you? Let me make sure I can hear you. I can't hear you. Oh no. I can't hear you guys? You gotta yell louder than that. Hi guys. We're live. Oh yes. Nice. What's going on? All right. How are we doing? Unclean deeds done affordably. Very clean deeds done very affordably. That's what it's supposed to be. Or something. Maybe. All right, guys. We're going to keep evolving this, I don't know. A hip-hop version of this. I don't know if it's working. We're gonna keep moving it, though. All right, guys.
Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, dirty deeds, dirty deeds, done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap now. 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 Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap now. Done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds.
Oh, yes. We got some people here. Man, oh man, I wish we could start earlier. I'm trying to get this show to 20,000 subs this week, but I keep starting so late that it's like, I don't even give myself a chance. How are we doing? The Cyberpunk King is here. The Lord of the Streams. Oh, yes. The Lord of the Nights. The nights we gather night after night are united. United as one. Join the nightclub here on YouTube. My membership club. You get exclusive content. You get to be knighted. Well, everyone you've ever known will call you sir. I can almost guarantee it. They might call you sir.
Experiences may vary, and
Well, it's a late night. What do you guys think?
Are you a late night? Join the nightclub. You can be a late night too. Oh, you don't believe me? That's fine. You'll never know. Hey, look, we got another member. Mortal Graham. What's up? We got a member. You, sir, have been knighted. You're a knight now. There's literally, I think 68 or 69 members only live streams that I've done Monday and Friday at around 7 p.m. I do a stream for the members only. It's behind the scenes. We talk about you, the people who are not there. We whisper to each other and we talk about you. You'll never know what we say about you though, because you're not there. How would you know if you're not there? We talk about the dirty things you've done.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now.
Let's go!
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap now. Done dirt cheap now. Done dirt cheap now. Done dirt cheap now. Done dirt cheap now.
All right, people. Who's here? Let's keep moving this thing along. Did you guys look at the poll? What do you know about that poll? Hold up. All right. Juggling balls. What do you know about juggling balls? What are you, a clown? Maybe. Thumb up the video. Come on, people. Double tap the screen to thumb it up. Subscribe. Thank you, Mortal Grim, for becoming a member of the nightclub and being knighted. United as one, we gather. Gary's here. Yeah, cursed champagne bottles. Good call. Yes. I figured I would just put, I don't know. It gets hard to come up with ideas. So I made tonight's background just a bunch of scary living wine bottles. They could be champagne. Whatever you feel like. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, so we'll flip through. You know, I make the backgrounds. Well, AI makes everything. Don't act like you did something. I type in some stuff. It makes it in 5 seconds. It's probably the coolest use of AI there is, because I'm not overdoing it. This show's still real. Don't let AI control you. Not yet, at least. All right, guys. How was your day? I was yelling to myself. How was your night? How was your day? How many of you people are having a good time? And if you're not, we're here to escape the bad time you're having. Don't cry. Not yet. If you want to cry, well, that's okay too, I guess. All right. We're going to keep evolving this thing. Here we go.
Dirty now, dirty now, dirty now, dirty now. Dirty now, dirty. 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 Dirty. Now,
know, man. Remaking some AC/DC or something. Or something. All right. Are you guys still here or what? What's up, people? We're getting to 20,000 subs here soon. Are you coming with me or what? Join the revolution. We're climbing. We're climbing. How's everybody? Are you part of it? Are you part of it?
Thunder sheep. Thunder sheep. Thunder sheep. Thunder sheep.
All right, we're gonna keep moving. Are you moving? Okay, it's about that time. Happy October! It's fall in America. Where are you? Are you in America? Are you falling? Are you falling and you can't get up? Double tap the screen if you're falling and you can't get up. 30 minutes in, we got 5,000 views, pretty good pacing, looking pretty nice. Yes, so. Canada, Texas, where are you from? CJ's from Australia. Whoa, yeah. Charlie Road wants no talk box. That's like, it's almost like asking Travis Scott to actually sing. Dude, you don't have your, no, I don't actually, well, see, it's not auto-tune. At least I play an instrument. No, I love TalkBox. Dude, I'm just the TalkBox master. It's like nobody uses TalkBox anymore, so it's like, you know, ever since Peter Frampton, right? I'm like bringing it back, dude. Lego Lost. Mojo with a $5 says Lego Lost. Lord of the Strings / streams. Love that. Love you, Mojo. You're a knight. Mojo's knighted. Mojo's a huge supporter. All knighted up and saying their things, right, guys? If you weren't here a couple episodes ago, we established that The joke was that I look like a futuristic Legolas, right? Like, and then I believe we gave credit to Catch in Alaska. I'd have to look. I think it was Catch in Alaska came up with it. Like, Lord of the Streams. Like I've said Lord of the Strings before, but that's hilarious, dude. Lord of the Streams. Right? That's funny, right? That's solid. That's a great premise. Not only that, but the nightclub is the membership club I've had here on YouTube. And you know what they call the king of a monarchy, right? My lord. So it means like a bunch of things, right? My lord, the lord of the streams. It's so perfect, dude. If you go look, Kirk Burning made me this piece of art with me and the Lord of the Rings logo with Lord of the Streams. It's so funny, dude. I love that. Thank you, Mojo, for the $5. Guys, super chats help to change my life, and memberships and super chats help change this place, keep me inspiring, keep me going. But here's the thing. We're on the ride. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. I wanted to do it by the end of the week, which is a ridiculous goal because I knew the pace. We're more on pace. More on pace.
More on pace. What are you, an idiot?
Maybe. More on pace to do it next week. But here's the thing. We're going to try. We're pushing. We're rallying. Can we get to 20,000 subs by the end of the week? What do you guys think? We're trying. I'm trying. We needed to get 1,100 subs in a week to do that. That's a lot. Some people it's not. Some people it is. Certainly it is for me. Well, I believe it. I don't know. Whatever, dude. It took me forever to get to 1,000 subs. Like it literally took me like 12 years. So and then we blew up the game. Anyways, now we're here trying to do it in a week. Now, can we do it? How we doing? Lord of the Streams, Thor of Rock, a modern skald. I like that. The Thor of Rock, Ragnarok, Kirk Burning right here. Kirk Burning with a $10 super chat. W's in the chat. Kirk Burning created this sign with my logo and sent it to me for free. An amazing invention, a magnetized sign. Go buy a sign from kirksburnings.com. kirksburnings.com. Kirk supports me every episode, always doing this, man. Works hard for his money and then supports this place. Love you, Kirk. You're the best. And Kirk is the one who sent me that Lord of the Streams image. Go look at it. I posted it yesterday. I don't know. All the days are blending together. I'm streaming so much. I'm trying to just get to 20,000 though. I'm grinding, man. I want the dream. I don't care. We want the dream. Let's go. This probably won't be that long of an episode because I started so late. So maybe 3 hours, which is longer than most musicians go. But, you know, I'm not going to try to grind. Like last night I did 6.5 hours. And although I loved it, I was like, my people were here. So it was fun. But you know, there was not all that many. We weren't progressing crazy amounts, right? It wasn't really getting the goal of subs. I need to show up earlier, but I never do. I don't know why. It takes me so long. Yeah, Lance Kidd knows. Lance Kidd thought it was awesome. Lord of the Streams. I am the Lord. I'm Legolas, Lord of the Streams. Yeah, Lord of the Streams. Sparky Strikes Back. Yeah, guys, watch out. I'm a spin-off series. They're gonna put me on Netflix. And I'm gonna Frodo's from Iowa. Did you guys know that? Frodo is from Iowa, and I'm in Iowa right now. That's right. I challenge Elijah Wood to a fight right now. Right here, right now. If he doesn't fight me, it's because he's scared. I don't know about that. Guys, did you know he's not actually like tiny? Yeah, I know. And you're disappointed. I know. He's not actually a hobbit. I know. Is that racist? You tell me. I don't know. Am I an elf? I don't know. Are you an elf? Put me on your shelf. All right, guys, we should keep moving. Let's keep playing music. I don't want to talk too much tonight. I keep talking too much and not rocking. Not enough rocking, too much talking. Should we do some more AC/DC? I mean, we did Dirty Deeds, right? We got a little Dirty Deeds. It's a pretty weird version, I'm not going to lie. Like electronic hip-hop Dirty Deeds. I don't know if anybody really needed that or not. We'll drop it one more time, and then we could do TNT. We'll do a little more, like maybe some more AC/DC remix. I love it. Let's get it to 10,000 views right now. Come on, YouTube. Let's go. Kirk Burning. Time the people out, guys. It drives them crazy. Time them out. It'll drive them crazy. Because they don't know how long they're timed out for. If you're going to be angry, we're going to time you out. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to play the guitar. And I will play the guitar. We do play the guitar. The critics are raving! The critics are raving!
Now there it is, Thunder Ship, 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 there it is, there it is, whoa, yeah, Thunder Ship, whoa, yeah, Thunder Ship.
All right. That's pretty rocking. See, it's so much better once I have it all built up and we're in a spot, you know what I mean? But it takes a while to get there sometimes. That's because it's all looped live and mixed and remixed. And then we get there, you know? And then we get there. How do you get there? All right, let me grab that one. Let me clip that little spot. That was pretty rocking enough to probably clip. Let me clip it so I'll never post it. Let me clip it and then never post it. That's what happens. I literally have hundreds, probably thousands at this point of clips. I'm sure thousands, definitely thousands, because we almost have 250 episodes, and I definitely make more than 4 clips an episode. Oh yeah, dude. And I clip them, and then you just don't see them. And the Knights sometimes see them. I sometimes make them exclusive to members, but nobody else sees them. Tagging it as Dirty D. And then I just think of Dirty Dan. You guys know what Dirty Dan is from? I'm dirty. I'm
Dirty Dan. I'm Dirty Dan.
I think isn't that from SpongeBob, Sandy? Sandy Cheeks wakes up. Am I wrong? I don't know, or something. Did everybody just have a weird trigger to your memory when you were younger? Where did Dirty Dan? I'm Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. Dirty D. Dirty deeds. Do you have a dirty D? Clean it right now. Don't clean it. Be dirty. I don't care. It's not my problem. You don't want to get an infection. Or do you? It's kind of infectious. I'm Dirty Dan. No, Sandy, no. I'm Dirty Dan. No, Sandy, no. Happy Halloween, people. Or something. Dude, what the thing is like, how do we make this show more Halloween? Like, I don't know. I could put on a mask. I don't want to wear a mask because look at my face. Why would I do that? There's already enough of that. I'm not Buckethead. I mean, I'd wear a mask, but then it's like, I already have enough weird gimmicks. I don't need that. You guys remember Dirty Dan? Hey, moderators, why are you not timing out the weirdos? These people just yelling weird crap, like, what is going on there? You realize these words are appearing on the stream, guys. Like, I might have to set the mode so that the words don't appear on the screen. I don't want a bunch of weird garbage. Like, I have it set. Do you see this? Do you see this right here? Can you see that? Behind the wall of chat is a permanent chat being posted under the video. So these losers need to go away. Otherwise, I'm just going to go into subs only mode. We're trying to get to 20,000 subs, so. But they are helping. Like, look, we got 10,000 views right now. We definitely get a 10,000 view an hour pace if I don't go subs only mode. Yeah, Ghostbusters theme would be a good one, dude. Nice call, dude. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call? You calling right now? You can't watch this show if you use your phone to call people. You gotta watch the show. Stop calling the Ghostbusters. Why would you do that? That was an okay remix of Dirty Deeds. I always hate it when I look up and I realize I've been doing that for like a long time. But it evolves. It's not the same thing the whole time, although it's like a similar thing done different ways. Okay, so Dirty Dan. You guys remember I'm Dirty Dan. I'm Dirty Dan. She wakes up from hibernation and then they play the Pantera. That is the best, right? Pantera is in that episode. You know what I'm talking about? Pantera was a guest on a SpongeBob episode as the music in hibernation. Go look it up. And the song is awesome, dude. They made a song. It was awesome. Yeah. Or it might have been, I don't know if it was, I think it was Pantera. I know it was Pantera, but was it their, I think it was just Pantera. Yeah. Anyways. Do you know what I'm talking about? Go look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. And then she's like sliding down that hill. She's like, I got to do a bunch of stuff before I go into hibernation. And then she goes into hibernation and then she wakes up in the middle. She's like, does she say I'm Dirty Dan? Or is it like, I don't know if that's, am I confusing SpongeBob? This is a SpongeBob discussion forum. Welcome to the SpongeBob discussion forum. I remember that. I think I remember that. They're like sliding down the hill. And then there's this huge dime bag squeal where it's like, wow. It's like so sick, dude. Yeah, it's sick. Like, and they put Pantera in a SpongeBob episode. And yeah, hibernation. It's called hibernation. If you don't know that, that's a classic SpongeBob reference, dude. He's like, I'm Dirty Dan. And then he's like, no. He's like running from her. Jellyfishing, jellyfish. Planet Caravan. Yeah. I'm right now pre-hibernation. Yeah. Guys, it's about to get, yeah, it was before she was hibernating. They had to get all the exercise in. They're like, we got to do everything before I go into hibernation. And then they play Pantera music because she's like, they're going extreme down a sandy hill. And then, and they ramp off a huge ramp. But then she goes into hibernation, and then he wakes her up in the middle of hibernation, and she's all fat and bloated and like, and then she's like, I'm Dirty Dan. I think that's what it is. Maybe I got the order wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Chocolate. Are you talking about when they're like, you know, when in the SpongeBob episode, or the SpongeBob movie, when they're eating banana splits and they're like wasted? That's so funny, dude. Oh, yeah. And then when he hangs out with his grandma who makes cookies, but everybody for some reason thought that the grandma was a cookie, but she was a sponge. But for some reason, people thought his grandma was a cookie. I always thought that was a weird thing. She was a sponge, you stupids. Cool fact about SpongeBob. Basic says, cool fact about SpongeBob. They live in Bikini Bottom. Did you know the U.S. government tested nuclear weapons on Bikini Atoll, which is SpongeBob lives in Bikini Bottom? Yeah, I kind of knew that, but now everybody does. Are you a goofy goober? I'm a goofy goober. Yeah.
Are you a goofy goober?
All right, we could do I Wanna Rock. I did learn that. I haven't played that in a while though. So I gotta remember. See if I can remember that. Yeah, you know what? I got to relook into that. That's the problem, is I learn songs so quick and then I forget them just as quick, because if I don't play them a bunch, which I didn't play that one a bunch. Well, we need to be, you know, because I'm like SpongeBob at the halftime show, right? That's what they all say. They also say I'm the Lord of the Streams. I look like Legolas. Oh, and they also say I look like Jeff Hardy. Yeah, they always say that one. And maybe I look like Edge. They all say I look like Edge and Jeff Hardy. And you know what, dude? The one thing is, not once did they challenge me for my World Championship 2025 undisputed, undefeated, undeniable World Champion of 2025 streaming, Music Champion of 2025 and beyond. Not once has Jeff Hardy tried to challenge me, or Edge, or Riff Raff, or any of those stupid things you guys call me. I mean, they're not stupid. Maybe they are. If they don't respond, it's because they're scared. You guys realize it's only because they're scared. Not any other reason. The only reason they wouldn't reply is because they're terrified. That's right. It's got to be, right? Right? All right. Too much fog makes Homer go something, something. All right. Go crazy? Okay. All right. The story, everything's got to keep going. We're doing a good job, guys. Nice pace tonight. Yep. Play some Def Leppard. That'd be a good one to learn. Play the national anthem. Play the national anthem. I used to play the national anthem. Television rules the nation, for sure. I know, right? And now that's been put into Fortnite. We could do that. I do that one a lot, but I like it, right? If it's good. Jeff Hardy is dead on. They all call me the Hardy Brothers because I like to solve mysteries. They all say, I just keep going. Like, they're like, you look like Jeff Hardy. And I'm like, dude, I don't solve mysteries. Is that what they mean? Is that what they mean? That's got to be what they're talking about, right? They think I'm one of the Hardy Boys and I solve mysteries? How about that? Did they ever make that into a show? That's kind of crazy, right? There's all those books about the Hardy Boys, and that was like a big deal. I don't think did they ever make a show out of that? How is Netflix not making that a show or something, right? Like that's like a really huge book franchise that's just sitting there waiting to be made into something. Unless it was actually terrible and we were all fed a lie. I don't know. Are you solving mysteries with me right now? We're Scooby-Dooing it up. All right. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. All right. Wait, how many rights? All of them? Yes. Floods by Pantera. Now fighting out of the blue corner with the acrylic guitar, weighing in at 170 pounds, with a professional record of a billion. You think I weigh 145 pounds? Bro, I can do 20 pull-ups. Have you seen me when I have my shirt off, when I put up my muscles? Dude, I'm ripped. You're way off, bro. Those of you that just think I'm skinny, it's like, dude, I am in shape. I'm healthy. Everyone else who's bigger than me is out of, like, I am athletic. There's a difference. I don't want to be some huge dude. What's the point in that? I can lift my own body weight. I am athletic. Don't believe me? I can prove it. You go look up other streams where I was shirtless. I have a six-pack, dude. I have too much gear on right now. I had to wear a back brace because my guitar's too heavy now. And I've been streaming nonstop all the time and it hurts my back. So I currently am wearing that. So I got all this stuff on. That's because it keeps me, so I can keep doing this. My shoulder hurts. I wish I had a shoulder brace. I have this thing that hangs the guitar, but I don't want to wear that. Because if we don't have to, it's going to have to happen probably this week, but it just permanently hurts my shoulder overall. Round is a shape, I know. I'm 6 foot tall. Yeah. And I'm in shape. And you think like anyone who's like these big dudes, like that's not useful. Most people are just big and useless. That's real. Wow, you have huge muscles and like, are you like actually athletic or are you just like a big oaf? I went to the state championship in high school football. I played hockey in high school. Just a few years ago, I rode my bike 100 miles in a single day. How many people do you know that have ridden a century ride on a bicycle? How many people? I bet you don't know a lot. That's a rare accomplishment. Like, that's pretty much, you have to be basically like an Iron Man person to do that. I'm not, but it's hardcore. Yeah. What, do you want to challenge me? Well, you would have to, if you have a lot of subscribers, I'll challenge you to something. If you're famous on YouTube, you can challenge me. That's fine. We'll do it. Otherwise, I have no interest in challenging anybody. We could do a YouTube video, though, if you're famous enough. Yeah, I'll challenge you to a boxing match. No, I'm not a boxer. I don't do that. But I was in Taekwondo when I was younger, and I got to brown belt. But I was like 12 years old. I was a little kid. All right. Anyways. Well, Basic, you're 6'7" and 290. So that means you think I'm not a big person is a weird thing to say. You're an oversized person. I feel bad for you. That must be terrible to do everything in your life. Being too big for cars and being too big for everything. I feel bad for you. But talking crap about a person who's like built correctly is a sad world. Like, I guess you could go be a wrestler. You could be a pro wrestler. Yeah. I'm sure like Jeff Hardy and stuff, those people probably are that size. I am not the size of a pro wrestler by any means. Nope. I'm not like a huge guy. Nope. I'm 6 foot tall and around 170, probably 165. Yeah, like being huge is not probably a good time. Like, and then what do you need to lift that's gigantic? Like, when are you doing that? That's not useful. Like, I can if the building's on fire, I'm going to be able to jump out of it. I guess if you need to lift some huge thing one time. All right, I'm done talking about this. This is the kind of crap. This is why we're going to go into subs only mode, because everybody's just weird and it just gets annoying. I don't want to talk about it. I can't even talk to the chat without having some stupid conversation that's not even fun. I love you guys and I want to be positive. Stop being weird. You'll make me put it into members only mode so that I only talk to like the 5 people that actually whoa, look at the light on that. That looks cool, right? Look at that. The remote, look at that. Whoa. That's pretty awesome. It's just a remote, but it's got the, obviously.
It's not that great. It's not that great.
All right, this show is not moving along enough. Are you guys going to subscribe or what? The real only reason we're here is to get to 20,000 subs this week. Am I doing a bad job of it? Probably. I need to play more guitar. Yeah, it's weird how there's either too many mods or no mods. Crazy how that is. Are the mods here? Otherwise, we're going to go. Yeah, Rainbow, thank you for telling me. I don't know why it does that, dude. It's so lame. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube all the time, and my Twitch stream is just like this clunky garbage. I don't know. It's the app. Streamlabs is running to both, and it doesn't work on. At least it works on one of them, That's what's crazy, but I don't know why it does that. There must be some formatting that I'm not doing right. But yeah, we're live on Twitch and it's just garbage apparently. And it always has been, and I don't know. It's almost not even worth doing. CJ's here but working. Should we just go into subs only mode? I mean, we got a lot of people here. But that usually goes down if we do it. We'll just go into members only mode and let it be fancy world. All right, we're going to do this for a little bit. Here we go. It's crazy how all the mods show up only at the same time. I need to get some more Australian mods because it seems Australia time is more with the time of my show, right? Like if you're in Australia, if you're an Australian, you should start watching this show a lot. So that you can be like CJ. CJ's always in the right place at the right time. He's working, but like, I tend to be so late that Americans can't do it. And that makes sense. And Australia is the perfect time frame where like it's kind of like afternoon for them or whatever. So if you're an Australian, keep watching. Who's Australian? Yeah, 4 p.m. in Australia right now. You see what I'm saying, guys? So really would be good to have some more Australian mods. Rainbow Obsidian, you're great. But you're, I've told you could probably be a mod and you could. It's just, it feels like everybody's an American. I keep making these great people mods, but then like they all show up at the same time. And so we have 1,000 mods and then nothing. And then they all leave at the same time. It's real crazy with that. It doesn't matter. The goal is to get subs tonight anyways, so we're going into sub-only mode. Most people that are not subs only do the same thing over and over again anyways, dude. You get the same comments over and over, right? They're just like, does he ever play guitar? He's talking too much. I've been here for 30 seconds, and I didn't see him play guitar once. Why doesn't he play Eruption nonstop all night? That's what they say, basically. Or they say things like just poop. Poop. Poop.
Poop, 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 poop. We're gonna make
Music now. Music and stories. Remember that? It takes me an hour before we even start the show. Isn't that crazy? How does this place work? I don't really know. Does it work? Thank you for the super chats. That's how this place works. Thank you to everyone who supports this show. Thank you for the membership for the memberships and for the subscribers. Hey, Sparky Stegosaurus is here. Oh, where are you going? Sparky Stegosaurus says they're going to bed. They got to go to the airport at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Can we hear where you're going? Tell me where you're going. Tell me where you're going to the airport. Tell me. Before you go to bed, tell us. Sparky Stegosaurus, tell me right now. You're going to Europe. That's a very big area. Can you be more specific, please? That'd be fun to know. I want to go there. I'm just going to go to all of Europe. Germany? Whoa. Whoa, see, I wouldn't have guessed that. We should have guessed. That was interesting. Wow, see? There you go. That's crazy. Wow. Nice. Are you going to... Rammstein. Du hast mich. Du hast mich. Rammstein. Oh yeah. Rammstein. Bye, Sparky Stegosaurus. Bye, Sparky. Bye, Sparky. Just Sparkies and Sparkies. That's crazy. Good for you. Have fun in Germany. That's really crazy. Have a Stein for me. Have a Stein of beer in the Rammstein.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice one. Nice German. Nice German. All right, guys.
What's up, everybody? Subs only. First time I watched your setting was a mall parking lot. You mean you tuned in on episode 100? Or no, not episode 100. The episode where I almost got 100,000 views and then it didn't happen. There was only one time where I went out to the mall parking lot on this show, and it was on the episode where I almost got 100,000 and I was hungry, so I went over to IHOP and I got steak and eggs for breakfast, and it was a 12-hour long stream. That was the only time that ever happened, and I didn't make it. Yep, right before 12 hours, I got 97,000 views and had to stop because YouTube will delete it at 12 hours. I got 97,000. It was so horrible. And then it took me about 6 more months to finally get 100,000 after that. Yeah. But yeah, I went and got steak and eggs at IHOP. It was, I don't know. Or are you just talking about the nightclub? The nightclub sees my, where we are all the time. Yeah. They get to see they get to see this place all the time. If you join the nightclub, you can go watch. I have almost 70 episodes, and I show the entire mall. I show off the mall. You guys can see where I'm streaming from. I show the area. I show where I live out in the bean fields right now. Anyways, Field of Dreams. You cook some bacon? I love eggs. Wow, you went to Germany because there was a blizzard on your way to Afghanistan. Lance Kidd went to Germany because there was a blizzard going on his way to Afghanistan. He had a 2-hour layover. Unfortunately, your message got blocked because you said bad things, but I read it for you. But yeah, if you say bad words, they will block you. I didn't do that. They did. So the others didn't get to read that, but I'm glad I read that. Basic is a giant. Lance Kidd says, Basic is a giant. He has to do lots of heavy work that small folks cannot. Might have just gotten mad about big guy, normal size guy talk. I know, right? Did he leave? Did I make him mad? He probably hates me now. That's too bad. Basic was a good guy. Rest in peace to that. He probably did get mad, but like, you know, don't talk crap about the head of the show because I don't like that. You've been a good supporter, but you don't get to call me names. And just because you're gigantic doesn't mean I'm small. That's not how things work. No. I'm a lot bigger than most people in most rooms. Like, I tower over tons of people. Like, if I went over to Asia, I would be a massive giant. You realize if I go to Japan, I am a gigantic monster. So get out of here with whatever that is, right? It's a perspective thing. And I'm bigger than most people. I'm 6 foot tall. No, Lance Kid said there's a blizzard going on his way to Afghanistan. Anyways, dude, we got to play some music. I feel bad for Basic. I wanted to keep him around, but, you know, that's what happens, man, is you throw flames at me and I throw them back and then you get offended. I don't get it. You get to be mean to me? How is that fair? It's my show. That doesn't mean you get to be mean to me. It means the other way around. If anything. Okay, let's see how many subs we got so far. How many subs? Godzilla. My throat hurts yelling so much. All right, we're going to keep playing music. Everything's made on the spot, guys. Where's the story at? Let's see. Can you imagine having a name like Basic, but being like massive and not basic? But then he's a bass player, so basic, you know? A giant guy playing a bass, that's totally a thing. Anyways, we're walking the dark, spooky woods, positive vibes, people. Wipe your mind clean of whatever negative garbage is going on. It's time for a better life. We're walking the dark, spooky woods when the votes are in. 338 votes. 10% say carriage. 19% say fishnets. 21% say pins. And of course, this is the one they picked. 50%, an absolute blowout, say a mouse offers you cheese. And you voted for 50%, so there you go. That one's a blowout, so we're going to end it there. A mouse offers you cheese. So we're walking the dark, spooky woods. It's, you know, it's a nice night. And as we're walking, a mouse runs up to us, holds up a piece of cheese. Now, what do we do? What do you do? We're going to play music right after this. Let me... Okay, here's your options. So, do you eat the cheese? Do you kick the mouse? Oh, no, I spelled it wrong. I meant to spell mouse. You guys know what I meant. Kick the muse. Kick the muse. That sounds like you're going to kick me or like... I spelled it wrong. Kick the mouse is what I meant to spell. Do you refuse the cheese and just say, no, I'm good. I'm good. Or do you catch the mouse and stuff him in your pocket? Let me know. Are you 6'7", weighing 300 pounds and think everybody's tiny compared to you? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Everybody is tiny compared to you if you're 6'7", 300 pounds. That's so crazy. That guy's a huge pro wrestler guy and thinks I'm a small guy. Well, yeah. Yeah, dude. You're a giant pro wrestling guy. And I'm like, what is this? That's the craziest thing ever. What, you're not as big as me, the biggest guy on earth? Oh, you're not one of the biggest guys on earth? You're right. Oh, I feel bad for him. I liked that guy. He was great. Don't you think he's probably gone forever, though? That's probably true. You don't get a fight with people. You should be excited. All right, we're going to rock out now. All right, television rules. We do that one a lot, but it's fun. Daft Punk just got put into Fortnite, and they actually play this song in the game, which is crazy to me because nobody knows this song, I feel like. But I have my own version that's nothing like the regular version, so. All right, everything's made on the spot. Drums, synthesizer, guitar, looped live, then mixed and remixed on the spot. The beat evolves as the beaten path in the story evolves. Choose your adventure right now. What? Will I loop everything live? Love you, Mom. Tell your mom you love her as we go on an adventure. Here we go. It starts basic with a basic house beat because it's, because it's Daft Punk, and that's what we do. Nothing like a 9:09 in the morning. What do you know about that? Here we go. Starts basic house beat.
Television rules the nation. nation, rule the 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 I want to rule the nation. I want to rule the nation. All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Rule the nation. I want to rule the nation. All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Rule the nation. All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Rule the nation. I want to rule the nation. Television rules the nation. I want to rule the nation. All I wanna do is rule it with you now. All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Television rules the nation. All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Rule the nation. 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 All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Television rules the nation. 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 All I wanna do is rule it with you now. Television.
Nice. Nice. Should we let the monsters back in? Is there any moderators here if we open the doors? I wish I had a bidet. Somebody get a bidet sponsor or company to sponsor this. I've never used a bidet. It makes me sad. I feel like a sad, poopy American. I can only imagine. It seems like such an amazing luxury. I wish. I actually just have a lady that does it for me. Yeah, that's. She puts water in her mouth. Oh, buddy. You don't have something like that? That's how you know you're a rock star, when you have a lady that is your bidet and she just puts water in your mouth and comes up to you and sprays it right all over. You guys never heard of that? Well, you're not fancy enough, I guess. Well, did you guys like the Rule of the Nation mix? I like that. I mean, I added this like almost eruption, like tapping, you know, basically eruption with that. Don't know if I've ever done it that way before. I thought that was pretty sick. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll post a clip of it, but I never really seem to ever post clips of anything I do. It makes me sad. But it was nice. You know, that was a good example of like electronic music meeting like Van Halen shredding, right? That was probably like a really solid, like what defines this place, right? Because I always say like this place is Daft Punk meets Van Halen meets Rammstein meets Rob Zombie. And that right there was a great example of that, I think. What do you guys think? Oh, you don't think so? Well, get out of here then. Nah, it was. Go bidet yourself. Have a good day, bidet. Bidet, you've got a shower. You just take a shower every time. You just all right, we're not going to talk about it. Yeah. Oh. Lance Kid knows. Do you guys remember Basic? 89 Basic? You remember that guy? I have a feeling that guy's never coming back. Rest in peace to that guy. He's a giant 6'7", 300-pound gigantic man who's offended by anyone who is not as gigantic as him. It's crazy. Don't know what to do. Do you think he walks in a room and is like, what's up with all these tiny people? Like every room he goes into, he hits his head and goes, everybody's small. Why is everybody small? Like, I don't know what room you're not the most gigantic person in. Like, go to a basketball game, you're still like the biggest guy there. He's the great Khali. Yeah, it turns out he was a pro wrestler. Oh, Demon Smasher's mad about it. Demon Smasher's mad about it. Why'd you sub if you're mad about it? What is that? You're going to make that face? What's up with all these tiny people? Why is everybody so tiny? It's like, dude, you've got to be self-aware that you are gigantic. It's crazy. Everybody's so small all the time. Why they got such small stuff? Like, what world do you live in, dude? He was a good guy though, but now he passed away. He passed away apparently. Tiny fish. The tiny fish is funny, right? That's such a funny emoji. That's like the best like catch in Alaska emoji ever. I really like that one. I think that's got to be up there on the top best ones, right? The little like shocked fish guy. That's like a really good one. That's a good one, right? And you know what? He's probably because he's in the toilet. That's what my bidet lady looks like. My bidet lady. That's what she looks like. The fish with the bubble coming out of his mouth. You don't have a bidet lady? Here's the bidet lady. Bidet lady. I think that's the name of that. 173 votes in 20 minutes is a pretty crazy response time, right? For those people that think everything's fake all the time, look at this interaction, bro. We have the best, most interactive everything all the time. This show is the most massive all the time. 173 votes in 26 minutes. What are you, massive? We've done way bigger actually and faster, but you could do stand-up. Thank you, Jared Gibson. And you know what? What's crazy, guys, is I actually have hundreds of stand-up jokes. I've been writing jokes for like 6 years in my phone. I literally have hundreds of them. I write them down every time I think of them. I've been writing them for years, and I've never once done stand-up. I'm kind of scared. I also hate the idea that the second you tell your joke, it's gone. Like, you don't own anything in that world. Like, if you record it, maybe. So if I did it on here, it'd be mine. I could go through and start reading them. I think I have great jokes. I have stand-up. I have so many jokes, I could probably do hours of stand-up. But it's not that they're well written out. And I don't know whether I could deliver them or not. Like, I do this show a lot. So I'm on the mic in front of a lot of people, like more than most people, more than most comedians, really. Right? Like, I doubt most comedians spend 4 hours a night on stage every night for at least 4 nights a week. Right? So that like 16 hours on the mic, I doubt it. So, I mean, I got experience, but stand up in front of people is a lot different, right? If you don't get the crowd to like you, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Michael Hansel says, you'll wish you were rocking instead. Have you ever seen comedians like talking about how they wish they were rock stars instead? Yeah, they all do, right? And they do. And then rock stars think they want to be comedians. I think I could be both. I think this show is both. I mean, honestly, guys, I look at a lot of comedians now. The word comedian has been very watered down. Very, very, very watered down. Most of them are just podcasters who go stand on a stage. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I could do that. I'm a podcast thing. I mean, I don't know. I respect the craft a lot. I'm a huge comedy guy. Massive, dude. I love it so much. But yeah, I've written hundreds of jokes. I have a whole thing of jokes and I've never done them. Isn't that crazy? I'm one of the weird people that's been literally probably 5 or 6 years of writing. More than that, maybe. It might be more than that. It's probably more than that. But I have this huge list, and I just don't like the idea that the second I say a joke, it's just gone. Like, if I went in a room of people, it's like if I say anything funny, that's their joke now. It's just gone. You don't own any of that. It's real crazy. Plus, the audience doesn't have to laugh at anything. Like, dude, if you get into, like, you know, it's the gatekeeper thing that we talk about a lot on here. Gatekeepers of music and comedy, they can gatekeep you in front of you. They can, like... No, everybody's funny and nobody's funny, right? That's the craziest part. What is funny? Like, that world's real brutal. I'd rather do this. I'm doing the best thing right now. This is the best thing. I'm living it right now. Yeah, Mitch Hedberg is the best. We all know. Mitch Hedberg and Dimitri Martin are the best in your opinion, Jaron? Yeah, they're like savants in different ways. I wouldn't even say either of them are really like traditional comedy at all. They're so unique. Like, especially Dimitri Martin is way outside the box. Like, nobody touches what he did. So I wouldn't even put him in the realm of comedian because he's more like creative. Same with Mitch Hedberg. Like, Mitch Hedberg obviously is the best one-liner guy ever, right? But his style is so unmatched in a way that's like, same with like Anthony Jeselnik, right? Like, he's a misdirection comic, right? It's all the same kind of thing, but then he's so unique at it that he's on his own tier. Those people are like so iconic and unique. If you try to sound like them, we all know who you're trying to be. And it gets offensive, right? You're like, oh, you're trying to be Dimitri Martin. Or like Zach Galifianakis' stuff. What is a lot like Dimitri Martin almost, but Zach Galifianakis stand-up is genius stuff. But it's not in the realm of, I wouldn't say stand-up comedy, like traditional comedy. You know who I think is like the best comedian? Mark Normand. And I've seen him live. I think Mark Normand's like the best joke writer, traditional comedian guy, right? And Anthony Jeselnik is the funniest, right? Probably, but it's, you know, it's all about misdirection and brutal. So, but Mark Normand, dude, just comedy guy, hilarious. And when he's interviewed, he's hilarious. And he's just really just a funny guy. But I love a lot of stuff, dude. I could go to town with that. If you guys want to see the funniest thing ever, let me tell you something that's way alt. I love alternative comedy more than I like anything, probably. Rick Glassman is one of my favorite things. Guys, go look up Rick Glassman Says Nothing. It's something like that. Rick Glassman Says Nothing. It's something like that. Rick Glassman basically, okay, I don't know how to describe it. I'll just tell you what it is. He goes up on stage, doesn't talk at all. He doesn't say anything that makes any sense. What he does is the cadence of a comedian. He goes up on stage for 10 minutes, mumbling gibberish, but making it sound like he's telling jokes. And it is the funniest thing ever, dude. Go look it up. Like it's like Rick Glassman Says Nothing. Like if you type that in, I'll bet you that's what it is. Here, I'll do it just to make sure. It's really funny, dude. It's so funny because it's the like he literally just did a set of he's like, you know, like he just does that for like so long that it becomes hilarious to a point where like you can't believe it anymore. Yeah, let me see. Rick Glassman Says Nothing. Yeah, that's it. Rick Glassman Says Nothing for 10 minutes. This. It is absolute masterclass of like alternate comedy. Like, I love it. Rick Glassman's one of my favorite people. I've tagged him on YouTube. I want to work with him, dude. I wish I could go on his podcast or get him to acknowledge me at all. He's like a genius in his own way, dude. Yeah. I love Rick Glassman. I love alt comedy, dude. Like I like, you know, Eric Andre. I like Eric Andre's stand-up. I love his show, but dude, I like his stand-up, his old stand-up, dude. Just go look up Eric Andre's Baconator bit, dude. It's hilarious. But Rick Glassman Saying Nothing is like nothing you've ever seen, dude. You've never seen anybody. You realize that comedy isn't even about the jokes. He proves that comedy is not even about the jokes sometimes. It's all delivery. It's only delivery. He doesn't say anything. It's hilarious, man. It is the funniest thing ever. Like you can be good at delivery and not even tell a joke. It's like you wouldn't even believe it. I'm telling you. Yeah, boy, are my arms tired just saying that all the time. Yeah, take your shoes off is great. I don't think Rick Glassman is a top 5 comedian. I would never say that. Rick Glassman's top 5 podcaster, maybe, for sure. His alt comedy is a magic, dude. Magic, but no, I mean, like, you know, if you respect comedy, I don't think you'd say that all the way. He's hilarious and a great podcaster and has some of the best alt comedy stuff, but no, like pure comedy, dude. You got Anthony Jeselnik, Mark Normand. You know, you could go back and, you know, you could give the like old school guys credit, but I don't know. I think Dice is funny, but he's just offensive. I like Dice. I mean, you know, but it's not really, I don't know. It's funny only because it's mean. then Mitch Hedberg is definitely on that list for sure. Kyle Dunning's good. Tim Heidecker is great alt comedy for sure. His I like his like he's a real punk rock about everything, isn't he? You can tell he's angry. I feel like Tim Heidecker's angry. You want to know my favorite Tim and Eric thing? Like they do lots of stuff that's really funny, but it's not even their own thing. Do you guys know who Neil Hamburger is? Poolside Chats with Neil Hamburger. If you don't know who Neil Hamburger is, just go look up Neil Hamburger, dude. It's so awesome. There's this movie called Entertainment that is so great about stand-up comedy. But anyways, Neil Hamburger is amazing genius, okay? And Tom Green, there's Neil Hamburger's Poolside Chats that took place at Tom Green's house. And he has Tim Heidecker and Tim and Eric on, right? So it's Tim and Eric on Neil Hamburger's Poolside Chats, and it's at Tom Green's house. And it is the funniest thing ever, dude. It's one of those things where, oh man, it's unhinged. They take phone calls from random people, and then Neil Hamburger just like calls them names and hangs up on them. It's the best, dude. It is so great. It's so funny. And Tim and Eric can't keep character. You know how they're in character all the time? They can't even handle it because Neil Hamburger is so funny that they just start laughing like crazy because he's so absurd, man. Yeah, Neil was a punk rock musician, I know. And he has that punk energy. That's what I'm saying. The Tim Heidecker is punk rock as it gets, right? And he's a musician also. But you can feel the anger in what he's doing. It's almost like ironic anger jokes, right? It's like a big, it's, yeah. Same with Neil Hamburger. They're freaking amazing. George Carlin is a legend. Yeah, you'd have to put him up there, 5 bags of popcorn, yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't even say that's his best bit. I didn't think that was as funny. I always thought, yeah, Neil was a punk rocker, dude. And then he just got into comedy. Patrick Swayze. You guys should write one-liners in the chat so I can make them. You know who's a legend is Skeletor Raw, who writes one-liners in the chat and lets me read them, and then it's hilarious. Miss him. He's around sometimes. Skeletor Raw is the best for that. It's so funny, right? Dude, yeah, go watch Poolside Chats with Neil Hamburger and Tim and Eric. Go watch Rick Glassman Says Nothing for 10 minutes. Eric Andre, Baconator. Those are some of my favorite alternate comedy things. Alt comedy is so great, dude. I love it. I like the psychoticness of it all. It just tickles me the right way, dude. Like it's like psycho crap, right? That's what this show is, right? Right? Let's play some music now. Did you guys vote? The poll is pretty close right now. Not really that close. 212 votes. Well, there you were walking the dark, spooky woods, but a little mouse walks up and offers you cheese. 212 votes. 14% say you kick the mouse. Now, I spelled it Muse, so is that why you didn't vote? I thought that was funny. Why don't you ever vote for the funniest ones? Kicking the mouse. You're not a mouse kicker? That's probably a good thing. My chat's reasonable. Okay, 19% say you refuse the cheese. 22% say you catch the mouse. 45% are just going to eat the cheese handed to you by the mouse. That's very, I mean, is that the right choice? We're going to find out. You politely refuse the cheese? I refuse the cheese. Yeah, Rick Glassman and Paul Rudd is a great example of psycho alternate comedy, dude. Oh my gosh. When, what's his name, is just supposed to be the guy who's working with him, you know? Why can't I think of his name? From Superbad. Whatever, you know, Superbad guy. He's the best. He is just pretending to be his intern, and then Paul Rudd comes on and they spill coffee on him and burn him and they rush him to the hospital. It's just so great. I ruined it for you, but it doesn't ruin it at all. Trust me, it's perfect. Oh, you politely refuse the cheese and offer a Coldplay album. 44%. All right, we're done. The poll's over. There you go. 219 votes. Wish I would have waited for 222. But it doesn't matter. 2 a.m. We'll be here for another hour. I'm not going to probably make this a short episode. I wish we could grind, but the goal is to get more subs and to accomplish stuff. All right, I'm going to open up the chat again. Get ready for less happy people. A bunch of angry weirdos are about to show up. You guys, like, it's like opening the door. The horde is outside. They're pounding on the windows and doors.
Let us in. Oh, you're a loser. No, this guy never plays music. All he does is just yell, and he never plays music. Let us in. His hair, cut your hair. You're terrible. Poop.
Oh, all right. We're letting them in. Oh, my 7-year-old told me what to do. You call a dead bee a zombie. That's a pretty smart joke. What's the hook gonna be? All right, let the horde in. Everybody duck. They're gonna come in and yell about how I wasn't playing enough music for them. All right. We're going to rock out for a little longer. Guys, we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. Tell people to subscribe. Because, see, the thing is, all the people that were talking before were subscribed. Now, we're just trying to get subs. I really wanted to get to 20,000 by the end of the week, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. And, you know, that makes me bummed. We were getting about 250 subs an episode. We've gotten 50 so far tonight, but I'm not going to go for 12 billion hours. It's 2 a.m. already, so I don't want to be here forever. Let's wipe this thing and start from scratch. What should we play next? You want some pirate music? We haven't done Pirates of the Caribbean in a while. Well, my version of Pirates. Let's do that. Oh, I'm gonna let the cheese. Okay, you eat the cheese. You eat the cheese. Put a cheese on it. All right, here's your options. You eat the cheese. You're good. Okay, here's your options. It's just a good cheese and you're satisfied. You turn into a mouse, a regular mouse. You're poisoned and you die, or you turn into a massive rat. Those are your options right now. Is it just a good cheese? Are you going to turn into a mouse? Do you turn into a massive rat? Or are you going to be poisoned to death? You're going to tell me what it is. That's the fun of the game. That's the fun of this place. What happens next? You have to tell me. You have to tell me. You're not going to tell me? What if I just stood here like this for the next 10 minutes? I'm gonna wipe it. We're gonna start over from scratch. Here we go. Everything's gone. It's all gone. You guys feeling like a pirate or what? Catching Alaska is a pirate for sure. Which background do you like? Which background do you like? These are all the ones I generate. I like that one. That one looks cool. Lots of unique ones. We're not gonna get through all of them tonight. Maybe we'll share it tomorrow. Look at all these though. I always generate way more than we use. Look at that one. That one looks cool. I always like one that looks like a nice hole. Basic backgrounds, not overdoing it. All right, we're gonna do some pirates. My pirates. Here we go. Starting from scratch. Drum, synthesizer, guitar, looped live, then mixed and remixed on the spot. Are you guys ready? Watch me build it. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Everybody's coming every night. We're in Iowa, live from the live streams from the Field of Dreams. If you build it, will they come? They are coming all the time. All right. Pirates. Arg. Here it is. Starting
with the drums. Basic stuff. Ready to go?
All right. That's probably enough. Pirates. Oh, yeah. Wow, what is that again? NOKs. 100 NOKs. Whoa, nice job. Thank you so much. Look at this. Wonderful, wonderful. Says, I watch your stream. Arnie Arneson. I remember you. Hey, Arnie. Arnie, what's up, buddy? Arnie Arneson says, I watch your stream every day while eating breakfast. Thank you for spreading the love. No, thank you. I love you. Thank you for that. That is insane. That is amazing. Love that. Thank you so much. Clip it up. $100 NOKs. Love you so much, Arnie. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for that. Love you guys. How many Cronenbergs? Norway. Norwegian Crones. Love you, Arnie. I'm glad you like it. Wonderful. The drums can be better, if you would think. You like those better? But here's the thing, it's pirate music, so it should be basic. But we can make it more complicated if we need that. Anyways, we're going to keep moving. Thank you, Arnie. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Thank you tonight. We got 21,000 views. I'm going to go for about 30 more minutes. We'll go till 3 in the morning. Which I guess you guys don't know what that means. That's about 30 more minutes. Order and Chaos Online is leaving. Is that out of anger or out of excitement? Yeah, MySpace was the best for sure. MySpace was the best. I was a master of that. It was awesome. What do you guys think Tom is doing right now? You know, it's one of my favorite thoughts ever. Do you think Tom has a Facebook page? Or do you think he's all mad about it and out of spite he doesn't have one? I've always loved that thought. Do you guys think that Tom from MySpace has a Facebook page? See, that's a good stand-up bit, right? You could just go on the stage and say that and people would probably laugh. It's a pretty simple point. Don't steal my jokes. Get out of here. See, it's recorded. Luckily, we're recording right now. Do you think Tom Do you think Tom from MySpace has a Facebook page? There you go. Is that a stand-up? There you go. That's probably better than some stand-up comedians' entire careers at this point. But really, though, right? I wonder. I bet he does. Otherwise, maybe he's just on an island somewhere. Did he cash out and get rich? Is Tom from MySpace rich? Let me look that up because I want to know. Whoa, Kirk Burning with the $10 super chat says, Tom was my first friend. That's right. He really was. He was all of ours, really. The first internet friend of everybody. What's his real name? Do you guys know? Oh, all right. MySpace was sold for $580 million, so I think he's fine. I think he's doing fine. His name's Tom Anderson. Wow, that's a very generic name. Tom Anderson, who sold MySpace for $580 million. He's worth about $60 million of that. I think he's fine. And he loves to use Facebook. That'd be so funny, right? But, you know, he could have been worth $1 billion. He kind of was. That's a lot of money back then. That's crazy, right? That was a huge deal. I miss him. I miss you, Tom. You think Tom watches this show? I know he does. I believe somewhere Tom is watching this show and thinking, wow, I'm sure rich. Tom, buy me a Lamborghini, please. Tom, please. Please, buy me a Lamborghini, please, Tom. Please, buy me a Lamborghini. Buy me a new Corvette, Tom. Please, buy me a Corvette, Tom. Tom wants to buy me a Lamborghini. I doubt he wants to waste one of his $1 million on my car. As of right now, I couldn't even afford the insurance on a Lamborghini, so I don't think I need one. I just have it sitting in a garage, but I couldn't drive it.
Tom, please. Tom, be my friend. Tom, please.
Tom, I thought you were my friend. Tom, I thought you were my friend. Once they gave you all that money, you're no longer my friend?
You're not going to be my friend anymore.
Anymore, Tom.
Tom, I thought you were my friend. Why? Where'd you go, Tom? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, Tom.
Imagine this is your first moment seeing this show and you're like, what is going on? This person veiling, beautiful aesthetic here. You just show up right now and it's me screaming about Tom from MySpace. You're like, I'm glad you like the aesthetic. Sometimes I worry that it's a bit much. I almost wonder if I got to tone it back sometimes. We're going a little hard with the crazy, but you don't want to overwhelm them. We'll probably do one more bit. I might not even stay for 3 hours. I don't know. I'm happy with where we're at, and I wanted to get more subs, but I'm kind of tired and it's late, and yeah. We're on a road to 20,000 subscribers. Watch how quickly the chat scatters. Does it scatter? Let me know if the chat just looks dead after I did this. Thanks again, Kirk. Kirk Burning, a true legend. Go to kirksburnings.com. Buy yourself one of these carved signs or make your own. Have him make one for you. He's a true legend around here. A real king of the Knights of the Round Table. The Knights, my membership club. He's a king. Kirk's Burnings is a king. Not just a knight, but a king. A lord. Should we say a lord? My lord? I am the lord of the streams. The lord of the strings. The futuristic Legolas. That's what they say. And they say if you wait long enough, Jeff Hardy will show up to fight me. That's what they say. If you wait long enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of water. I'm not going to grind crazy tonight. I mean, I have been. Yeah, did you see them scatter? Look at all the people that disappeared. That's okay. If they don't subscribe, they weren't for us. It's like that thing. If they don't support you, they aren't for you. If they don't subscribe, they're not for you. Because what's the point in a person who shows up without subscribing? I'm not even going to lie. I almost feel like we should be in subs only mode all the time, even though like it gives us less numbers and we don't get the funny, angry people. But like there is really no point in having people here that are not going to subscribe. Really? You know what I mean? Like other than they make the algorithm go crazy, they really don't need to exist. There's like no reason for them to exist at all. You know, like if you're not going to stick around and subscribe, I literally don't even understand what would be the point in talking to them. Like, you know, we're on a mission to climb the world. And if you're just here to scream garbage and leave, that's pretty weird of you and you can go away. Now, I understand if you're new here and then you want to get a part of the thing, but, you know, stick around. What? It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to this place, so I don't know why it would hurt you to hit the subscribe button. Like, oh man, I can't.
Oh man, it hurts. The subscribe button hurt my finger. I poked it like Facebook. I poked it. I poked the subscribe button and my fingy hurts. My fingy hurts from all the fingies. My fingy hurts from hitting the subscribe button. Oh man, my fingy. My fingy hurts. Oh, my fingy. Ah. I hit the like button and it made my fingy hurt. Alright. My fingy.
My fingy? My fingy hurts from hitting the button too much. Black Sabbath, oh yeah. You know that we can find you and show you that we exist. Yeah, I'm live from the 515. Live from Merle Mall. Future nightmares at Merle Mall. At Wesley, I'm going to get water because I'm not a robot. See, the problem is when you say you're not a robot, then I'm like, wait a minute, are you a bot? Every time somebody says that, it's the most bot sounding thing. Poke me. Oh, it's my fingy. My fingy hurts because I poked the subscribe button. Oh, CJ likes Home Sweet Home. We haven't done that one in a long time. Okay, that's a good call. All right, we'll do hip hop. Home Sweet Homie. Home Sweet Homie, dog. Yep, we'll do it. Oh man, turns out I forgot that I have this. Here's a weird like C4 energy Hawaiian punch. We have a lot left in this. So now I feel like if I drink this, I maybe end up being here longer because I don't like to drink energy drinks if I'm not going to use it because it kills you inside. I'm going to chug a water, though. Water is really what you need. Hold on. Hawaiian Punch C4. Woo! That one was like... It does just taste like Hawaiian Punch. Have you ever been punched by a Hawaiian? You've never been punched by a Hawaiian? That's crazy. I don't know. Seems like you're not trying enough. You got to go to Hawaii and say a bunch of mean things. That's the easiest way. I'm sure it is. I just want to look at this. Does this look like I'm grabbing these? Let me take one. I'll take this one right here. Let me grab it. It kind of looks like it, right? How trippy is that? Does that look trippy to you? I don't know. It does to me. It's like, let me grab that one right there. But it's not real. Look at this. My fingies. All right. Home Sweet Homie. Wesley Rules. Check out his channel. Really? How many subs we got? We're just about at 19,350. My goal was to get to 19,500 tonight. We're falling short massively, but I started really late and I'm not going to go all night because it's just not, it's just not good for me. And it's not a lot of it's not very productive to do it all night if nobody's going to be here and subscribe. So we were nowhere near where I was supposed to. I thought we were going to get 250 subs. Sometimes you fall short like crazy. Yep, that's right. That's right. I mean, we still got like 100 subs, but we didn't get 250. Which is okay. Maybe. We're not going to get... I don't know if we're going to get to 20,000 subs this week. I almost feel like I should hold back and maybe not stream tomorrow. Because I was going to go every day and just try to get us there by the end of the weekend. But now it's like, the regular pace, if we went at normal pace where I space it out and stuff, we would get 1,000 every 2 weeks. And we're not really beating the pace even with the more grinding. So that's crazy to me, but that's just how it is. So it doesn't seem like there's much incentive to work harder, which is really crazy. But I guess it's working better than working harder, right? Thank you, Nuru. Nuru09 with the 5. Thank you. All right, I'm going to drink a water and we're going to get into it. W's in the chat for Nuru. Nuru09 with the 5. Oh, yeah. Take a drink. Drink your microplastics. Let's go. We're about to end this show in 15 minutes. What'd you guys vote on? Let's see what the poll says. Oh, you ate the cheese and you're satisfied? You know what? I feel like that's the trolls doing this, right? If I ever put a softball answer and it's like dumb, they always vote for it. But I've had people also complain that why does the show always have to be so extreme and people, you either die or I die or we all die. So here you go. Here's another example of a show that's real lame. A mouse comes up and offers us cheese. You take it, you eat it, and are satisfied, and we walk away. Is the lamest story of all time, but a much more realistic one. I don't know why a mouse wouldn't probably offer you cheese, but tonight we're just gonna have a stupid story together, I guess, and that's fine. See, they're not always ridiculous. We don't always die. We just go in the woods, and a nice little cute mouse hands you a cheese, and you eat it, and you're like, "Wow, that was nice." And we go, "Yeah, that was really nice. What a nice little mouse. That was a very nice. What a nice mouse. So stupid. What a stupid show. But the thing is, I gave you all these deadly options and you didn't do them. So it's funny. It's funny to imagine, like, you could have been poisoned to death. You could have turned into a mouse. You could have turned into a giant rat. But no, you're just going to eat the cheese and be happy. That's fine. It seems like the trolls like are winning with that, though. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, nothing climactic. Drink your microplastics. Cheers. All right. You know, it's a really crazy and obvious thing is that there's been reports coming out that the plastic bags that they use for IV drips for all your medicine are putting tons of microplastics into people. Like, yeah, of course it is, for sure. Right? And that's crazy, you think, right? Like, everything ever at every hospital is just pumping you full of plastic. Yep. And then I drink plastic from water. And then, not that I care, right? Because I'm just like I'm at this point just made of garbage, right? I drink energy drinks and drink microplastics. Like, I don't care. I'm in Iowa, which reports just came out to say Iowa has the highest cancer rates of like everywhere. Because we have crops that get sprayed by poison. But tonight we're just going to eat cheese with a mouse and be happy. Yeah, I love microplastics. I love when my brain is just, dude, my whole brain. Look at this. My guitar and goggle system is microplastics. Macroplastics. Yeah, I'm going to eat it. I'm actually just going to start eating plastic. You want me to eat that? I actually prefer to take it the hard way. I drink the whole plastic bottle and then I eat the plastic bottle. And it's because I care about the earth. And I would rather eat the plastic bottle than litter. That's right. I would rather eat the plastic bottle than have the earth be littered. That's my duty to society, guys. And if you eat enough plastic bottles, you can look like me. That's right. That's what happened over here. That's what happened to me. That's what happened, guys. That's what this is. It's just one too many plastics. Boof it.
Boof your plastic bottles, you sick monster. This is a family-friendly show. Family-friendly.
I used to call one of my ex-girlfriends Boofy. My Boofy? Are you my Boofy? Are you my
Boofy? Oh, Boofy, I love you so much, baby. Oh, baby, you're my Boofy. Are you my Boofy? Boofy, I love you, baby. Boofy, ooh, Boofy. Boofy. Oh, please, Boofy.
Those are bottles of microplastics behind me. You know what they remind me of is that like really weird kids candy that has wax, those wax drinks that are probably pure cancer. Those wax candies with the liquid that doesn't taste that good. None of that is satisfying. That is the most unsatisfying thing ever. Just wax full of like garbage candy, like liquid. Like you'd buy them as a kid and you just think that's like you're like, wow, this is so cool. And then all of it's unsatisfying and it's just kind of weird and gross. What's up with that? What's up with that? You know what I mean? What's up with that? You remember that SNL skit with Keenan? What's up with that? And he's dancing. Keenan is still doing that too. What's up with that? Do you think he still does that skit though? I don't know. The fact Cam Patterson's gonna be on there. Okay, this will probably be the last song. Okay, Home Sweet Homie. Home Sweet Homie, dog. Here it is. Let me get there. Let me feel it out. All right, Home Sweet Home, but like hip-hop-ish. Drums, synthesizer, guitar, all looped live, then mixed and remixed. Home Sweet Homie. Arnie Arneson. With another 100, not $100 though, 100 Norwegian dollars. Says, eat a bottle, save a turtle. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. People around the world are hearing me yell this dumb stuff. Isn't that crazy, guys? It's so crazy to me. I love that. Isn't that wonderful? Just spreading crazy nonsense all over the earth. Just like a big smushy spread of peanut butter all over the earth. Just spreading that goo. Spreading it everywhere. Happy. Okay. Let's find a good BACB. What kit should we use? Not that one. There's so many good ones. If you ever wonder how many drum sets we have so many, dude, that you don't even... I always just use the 808 and the 909. 808's what we're going to do. Because this is like your typical hip hop, right? All right. Ready, guys? Everything's made on the spot. Here we go. Start simple, but watch. We'll get into it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dog. They call me Lil Boo Boo. Yeah, they call me Lil Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're the hippest of the hop, dog. Yeah. Yeah, La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo.
Oh.
This one goes out to all my homies who miss their home. Sweet home, dog. Yeah, La Boo Boo's in the chat. Yeah, dog. Homies. I miss you, homies. To all the homies who miss their homes. La Boo Boo.
All right, well, that's probably the show. You guys were handed a slice of cheese, 233 votes. 233 votes. You were handed a slice of cheese, or you're handed a piece of cheese from a mouse. You accept it and decide to eat it. You eat the cheese, and 233 votes. 16% say you turn into a mouse. 19% say you're poisoned to death. 25% say you grow into a massive rat. And 40% are saying that it's good cheese and you are satisfied and you're happy. And the mouse waves.
And he goes, yeah, I'm the boo-boo, dog, yeah. Yeah, and they call me the boo-boo. No, he just looks at you and he says,
I don't know. He makes mouse noises. Just a cute mouse sound. Nods his head. You eat the cheese. He nods and scurries off. And you go, oh, that was a nice cheese. What a nice mouse. What a nice mouse. And I go, yeah, that was a nice mouse. And we walk into the woods and we return home safely. Back to the castle, where we came from. And it was a great night. Did you enjoy your cheese? Can you believe that a mouse handed us cheese? That's a pretty good night. If that actually happened, see, the thing is, not all the stories have to be life or death. Like, if you think about it, a mouse walking up and handing you a cheese is actually insanely crazy. So that's enough, right? That's enough of a mythical tale, really, if you think about it. Yeah, so it was a good cheese, and you guys liked it. So 233% of you guys, 233 votes, 40% say it's a good cheese. I hope you guys had fun. That was Home Sweet Home or something, pretty broken, my version. I actually can do the talk box version of the lyrics and stuff, but I didn't. And we don't need to because we did enough. That was enough. It was fine. It was okay. Not the best version of that, but whatever. That's why it's improvised. That's why we make stuff, because sometimes it's the best, sometimes it's not. If you've never heard it before, you might have liked it, or maybe you hated it. Either way, it's okay. It's really just okay. All right. So I hope you had fun. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'll come in tomorrow. At this point. Oh, all right. Danny's angry. Wow, Danny. Well, Danny disagrees with the outcome of the story, and that's the way it works. Okay, Danny? You win some, you lose some. I would say if a little mouse hands you cheese and it's good and you're happy and you eat it, that's a pretty great night. It's kind of terrifying also, though. If a mouse really came up to me and tried to hand me cheese, I would be pretty scared because that's crazy. Like, you're like, oh, we got like a mouse that's just like hanging out. He's like offering me something. That's crazy nonsense. Come on. Is it Mickey? Is it Stuart Little? Did you flick it? I offered you that option. You didn't want it. You have beef with the cheese? That'd probably taste great. You have beef with cheese? That's a great sandwich. You got a beef and cheese sandwich, dude? You're a lucky guy. You got beef with cheese. Dude, you know what's really good is beef sticks with cheese. Yeah, you can make nachos with that. Don't complain. That's good. He's got beef with cheese and it's a good time. Hi, Cody. Cody F is a knight. What's up, knights? Guys, join my membership club here on YouTube. Thank you all for the super chats and all the support, guys. I love it. Thank you for subscribing. We did not get anywhere near the goal for tonight's sub count, but I started late and I'm not going to go for 8,000 hours tonight. We're going to save some energy for later. We're not probably going to get to 20,000 subs by this weekend because we still need 650 more. And we're going, a lot of the times we'll get like 250 subs a night if I start at the right time. But there's no guarantees in any of this, so 24,000 views. We're about to 24,000 views. I kind of want to stick around to do it, but then I don't care. Who cares? Don't let the numbers rule you. I'm tired. It's 3:30 in the morning. I ate. Did you like your cheese? I'm very lucky to be here. I'm lucky to have this platform. And I'm glad that people love it and support it. Thank you all. Sometimes I act crazy. Sometimes I say mean stuff. I'm very sorry to Basic, who I probably shouldn't have been so mean to, but he was mean to me first. So, but we probably lost another guy, and that's usually what happens: is you flame me and I flame you back, and then they just get mad and leave. So, like, I guess I'm supposed to just be a punching bag, but he's gigantic. So if I was a punching bag to him, you know, he thinks I'm tiny, but it's like, I'm not tiny. You're just massive. And if he's massive and I'm his punching bag, then he's punching down on me, and that's not okay. And he's destroying me with his massive 6'7", 300-pound body. Stop pounding me. Stop pounding me.
Stop pounding me. Oh, no, don't pound me. No, I'm not into that. Don't pound me. I'm not into that, bro. I'm not into that.
You pounding. Pound the like button. Pound the subscribe button. Pound everyone. Pound your girlfriend. Or your guy friend. Or your mouse friend. Or your cheese. Take your cheese and shove it. All right. Any more words of wisdom? Because most of that was not very wise. Tell your mom you love her. And if you don't have a mom, the chat will be your mom. I love you guys. I love you, Mom. My mom's the best. Thankful my mom is still here with us. And I hope she gets to see me get to 100,000 subs. But we have got a long ways to go. And I wanted to get to 20,000 sooner because that just means we're getting there quick. But it's okay. You can't always get what you want. You can grind and work hard, and sometimes you fall short. I had a goal of 19,500 tonight to get us halfway to the goal of the weekend, and we didn't make it. So, but I'm not going to stick around for 5 billion hours because we don't need to. 3.5 hours is a long enough show for me. You guys got anything else to say? Now it's like when I said 24,000, now we need to do it because we're only like 50 views away. You like Wesley's brain? Yeah, Wesley's a cool guy. Wesley seems to be a cool guy. Uh-oh, there's another Wesley, though, spelled differently. Uh-oh. There's two Wesleys, and they're spelled different. Which one's the right one, guys? Which one's the evil one? Which one's the real Wesley? Catch in Alaska, dude. Can you guys imagine his setup's insane. What they're doing is intense. That's super crazy. Catch in Alaska is like mad props to that whole thing. That's intense. 201 thumbs up. That's not very many thumbs up, guys. We didn't do very good tonight with that. 3.5 hours, 200 thumbs up. That's bad. You did a bad job with that, but at least we got to 200. 222 is what we're usually trying to do. Wesley Pipe Crusher. Wesley Pipe. Wesley Crusher. Wesley Crusher for sure. Star Trek. I wish I had King Crab. It's okay to lose fans when you know they had a good time. I know, right? He was having fun. I don't know. You know, that's not true. It doesn't make any sense. He was having a good time. Yeah. Like, don't just be mean. Like, why do I not? I get it. Like, I barely said anything. I just like said exactly what he said right back, right? If you're going to give it to me and I give it right back to you in the equal amount of energy, I don't think it makes me a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just the same energy. Oh, you are Scrabble Bees. Okay. Wesley is Scrabble Bees. Hey, all right. Now I know. All right. Your new alter ego makes you even cooler. But Scrabble Bees, yeah. Scrabble Bees was so fun. Yeah, you're one of the best. Yeah, you guys go watch all that comedy that I told you about, right? Go watch Rick Glassman Says Nothing for 10 minutes. It is the funniest nonsense for 10 minutes ever. And go watch Poolside Chats with Neil Hamburger and Tim and Eric. Poolside Chats with Neil Hamburger, Tim and Eric at Tom Green's house. Those are both really great. And then again, like another thing is Eric Andre Baconator. Stand up. Those are the things I'd recommend to go watch right now. If you want something that is just going to make you laugh. And if you want a movie suggestion would be the movie Entertainment or Entertainer. It's either Entertainer or Entertainment with Neil Hamburger. And it also has John C. Reilly in it. John C. Reilly and Neil Hamburger. And it's a realistic take on a comedian's life. I love the movie because it doesn't really have, it's just a dreary movie about what comedians really live, where they just travel and it's weird and nothing. It's kind of sad and harsh, and I love it. I love that movie. I might go watch that tonight when I go to bed because it's not a happy movie. I love a movie that's like, it's a comedy movie that's not happy. Nothing really happens. Nothing happens, and it's awesome. Like, I love it. But it's like true stuff, so. Steelheart. Yeah, maybe. All right, Jaron Spencer, CJ Random Guitar Noise. Go subscribe to CJ Random Guitar Noise. Go subscribe to Jaron Spencer. Jaron Spencer works real hard going live. He's great. Go subscribe to Jaron Spencer. Lance Hall's great. Good jokes tonight. Everybody was great. Kirk Burning, I love you for supporting me so much, guys. Arnie Arneson, you're the best. Thank you for the support. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your day. I hope you had a great breakfast. I hope you have a great day. Everybody else that's subscribed or anything, I love you all. I'm so thankful for everybody. It's truly been amazing. Go watch those comedy things. You'll love it. I'm telling you. All right, guys. I'm going to go home now. I'll see you next time.